the nurture email that we've done. So this is showing the email in a web browser. So you can see you've got the top, all the branding, everything that we spoke about. Oh. And then as we go down, more information. It's quite an informative email because with the launch, got moving parts in the email as well. And obviously everything here you can see links through to different places. So we can link through to the website. You know, different things that have got going on. They're announcing their winners through their emails as well. So encouraging people to engage, stuff like that. And what I can do is if so you can see here with Dreamweaver, so this image is already into Dreamweaver. I haven't got the actual image to cut up, but what you'll see here is this section at the top is the header, yeah, for this email. And then at the bottom, we've got the footers, our information, etc. Now what you'll do is, if you were in Photoshop, you would have this designed as a one whole image. And then you know how you can just select a section. Yeah. You would then just select that section, cut it, and then you would just save it for web. You save that for web, you put them all within a folder, for instance. Yeah. And then when you come into Dreamweaver, these sections would be, you would input your sections, they would be blank like this. Yeah. You would then go insert image, and then your image would come into here, okay? The sections, when you first put them in, may be different sizes. When you insert the image in, it will just stretch to the size of what that image was. So once you've put all your images in and everything's done, the email will just look the same as when you had it as an initial design, except it'll all be cut down by your sections. The reason you have that is because if you want different links, different places to go, you want to be able to say when somebody clicks on that image, whether on a mobile or anything, it's going to take them to a different place. So if you see here, at the bottom, there's basically a section where you can just put in your URL, a tag for your image and stuff like that. Now, when you upload this to MailChimp, you have to put all of these images in the same folder, and then you zip that folder, put it into MailChimp. When you upload it, it will appear the same. The tags that are on the images have to be in there, because if you've not got the folder in there what's uploaded to MailChimp, when the email gets sent out, them images won't load. Does that make sense? So say, for instance, you've got 10 images that are involved in here. So we've got 10 different, all different sections, yeah? All the different sections. We've got 10 of them. Them images would need to be cut as they were when you took them out of Photoshop in a folder where you've put them into here. Then when you save this HTML file, you put that in the folder as well, zip it, and put that into MailChimp. When you up,
that's the part of the code.
Yeah. So basically, when you've got all of this, what Dreamweaver does is basically create the code for you. So when you put that image in, it will create all of the code for you. Then all you need to do is start adding where you want it to go, you know, any kind of information like that.
So you add the links in Dreamweaver?
Yeah, so if, for instance, I need to just, so you can see here that it's going to our story, our science. There's a link, can you see that here? Now, you don't have to type that into this, which is, what I'll do is when I'm finished on here, I'll exit the full view and I'll show you on my laptop so you can see. But at the bottom, there is basically just a section that says URL, and you just type your URL in the bottom. So it's not as confusing as looking at the code like that. When I'm doing this, that code isn't even visible to me. I've just got my images, I click them, go to the bottom, type in where I want it to go. Okay. And then what that will do is then enter that into the code on the other side of what I'm doing. So it's really, really simple, really easy to use. When you've then put that into MailChimp, obviously you can then just send that out as a test all the links, click everything through. If you need to edit anything, you can just jump back into that folder and change anything you need to in Dreamweaver.
So when you save it on Dreamweaver, it saves the code?
Yeah, so when you save it in Dreamweaver, it saves it as a HTML file. Yeah. So what you can then do is, like I opened and showed you how the file actually was, you then put that into the folder and that goes into MailChimp as well. Okay. All right. So if I just, so you can see you work your way all the way down, all the different sections. Sections may be big, may be small. You know, what you don't want to do is have, where for instance it says here, find out more. You don't want to cut that find out more button out and just have that as a call to action, because if I'm on a mobile, I might touch around it, I might not quite touch where it is, do you know what I mean? So if you've got a lot of information, you want to make that whole block, if you can, or maybe a square out of that is going to be the call to action, because you want people to be able to touch it and access it easily, not going to have to zoom in and actually press the actual button itself. So that's why we cut everything out into bigger sections. And then obviously make sure at the bottom you have all your social links optimized to come straight through to all of your social platforms. And obviously you can see here the different places that it's being sold at as well.